Hello. Hello, world. Coming to you live for the first time. This is not the first stream on this Twitch channel, but it is the first since we have gotten the name changed to simply Scrabble. So, first broadcast from twitch.tv/Scrabble. My name is Will Anderson. Welcome, everybody. Not sure how many people are here yet, but that's okay. Hopefully some people filter in. But glad to be here again and playing some Scrabble for a couple hours here on playscrabble.com. So, again, just, hey, Joshua Hunt, nice to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Yes, so we're still in beta here. So just for anyone that happens to be wandering by from outside the US or Canada, sit tight, have to be patient. Eventually, that's the goal, is for this to be worldwide. For right now, US and Canadian players should feel free to hop on to playscrabble.com and check it out. Still relatively new, lots more features coming to the site. My first stream, I did a little bit of an overview of some of the features that are already here. In Germany, that's too bad. But at least there's Scrabble Go to tide you over for the time being as well. So this site is intended to sort of be a companion to Scrabble Go, a little bit of a different look and feel. The games take place in real time with a clock, as opposed to Scrabble Go, where that feature is only available via live PvP and stuff like that. Hey, JMC, what's going on? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Basically, for those that are able to access the site, I'm going to spend the next couple of hours playing all challengers. Let's just say, oh, let me not enter the queue just yet. I'm trying to see, like, when sending a request, why don't we do 15-minute games so that they're not super long, so that I can play a fair number of challengers. But anybody should feel free to challenge Wanderer 15 to a game, and I will try to accept all of those. But for the time being, we can at least spend some time playing the Grandmaster bot, which is always available to play. All right. It looks like I drew a bingo to start this game. I'm pretty sure. Let me just, let's see. Hopefully this doesn't crash me. There we go. Oh, it doesn't look right at all. How did I change this so that it can look better? Okay, that's something on my end with my overlay. So we'll just cut back to the basic overlay. Oh, I know why. It's because I have to collapse the sidebar. Let's see. There we go. Fixed it. Fixing the plane while it's in the air. So anyway, I have a bingo of pomaded, to put pomade in your hair, I think, or wherever you put your pomade. But we're playing with the English US dictionary, the Merriam-Webster, so I don't have the ability to play this, which would be a lot of points, 86. But this uses a couple two-letter words that I'm not able to play in this with this here dictionary. So maybe I should play. Oh wow! Oh my God! This is by far the best spot for this. Okay. Let me get my brain in gear. So this hook, when you see every letter in the alphabet has a way that it can be spelled. So this is the letter G. Oddly, it has a J in it. Although I think the definition of this word actually is a verb, meaning to turn to the right, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, well, that's not that helpful, but I'm pretty sure that to G is to turn to the right. Why don't I see if I can get my definition bot up so that we can query that. Stand by just a minute. And let's see if we can do this. so that for any viewers that are curious. But anyway, the correct play here is definitely pomaded to hit both double word scores for 113 points. So I apologize to the Grandmaster computer for getting very, very lucky to start this game. So 113 points on my first play of the stream. That's what we like to see. Okay, so let me just test and see if this is working. Okay, so I'm totally wrong. That's not what it means. To turn to the right, it means to urge on a horse. So, all right, you learn something new every day. So, computer plays Hajj, burning a blank. So even though this is the Grandmaster computer, that's certainly not an advisable play to use the blank there. But I think the Grandmaster basically just picks the highest scoring play available to it on each turn. So no surprise that sometimes you see some blank tiles get used in situations that make you cringe a little bit there. So I am not cringing necessarily because I'm happy to see that scary blank tile get used up for not that many points. But anyway, it's back over to me. The issue with my current rack is that I have 3 R's. I wonder how many viewers are aware that you can actually play. It is winter time here in the East Coast of the US. I wonder how many of you guys are aware that you can actually play brr, the sound that you make out in the cold. I don't think I want to do this play. It only scores 11 points. I think I would probably favor a slightly different variation of that play like this, scoring 19. I'm aware that a play here would be really nice, but I don't think I don't have really a good way of underlapping here to get the Haji hook. Like if this was a word, this would be a pretty nice play, but of course it's not. So the challenge here, the 3 R's. So basically any play I make, I really want to use 2 out of the 3. So I feel like this is a reasonable compromise for me. So yeah, again, if you are just following along or just viewing this potentially later as a video on demand on Twitch, so you'll notice that the interface here is quite a bit different from the Scrabble Go interface on mobile. For one, you can see that you've got these timers right here. Every game on playscrabble.com has the timers. You can also see that the tile bag information is always available. On mobile, due to the limited screen space, you find this information kind of nested under a menu that you have to get to when you need it. But here, it's right there available for you, and this information can be so helpful as you're picking your plays and figuring out, what play should I be making. Certainly in the middle and late stages of the game, this information can become really, really helpful. So nice to be able to have it right here. You check and say, how many S's are there? How many vowels are there of each vowel? Definitely a good thing to get into the habit of. Is the Q still coming, right? These are the questions that you have available to answer very quickly. Computer plays Oye, or Oyer, not sure how I would say that. So just like last turn, I only have 1 vowel. This time it's an O and a whole bunch more consonants. But I should have some ability thanks to this Y. The Y is what really makes this rack palatable. I should be able to play something with it. The first thing that's coming to mind is I might potentially play grody, which I think this word means like unkempt and hairy. I feel like is what that word means. Kind of a gross word, but I wonder if I have something that goes like this. I don't think so. I don't think I have a word like that with this. Almost like gorsey. But the Y doesn't go in that valuable spot right there. Oh, okay. So apparently it just means sleazy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play this just in the interest of time. It seems like a reasonable play. Also, RTS is a really, really nice combination. I have a T for this hook of Toyer if I'm able to draw something. It is worth noting that a G is an adjective. It does not hook. I'm not going to be able to put an S on there, but that's okay. Let's just see what I get. Oh, man, this is pretty nice. So to my RST, I drew an A and an E, which this combination, these 5 letters on the rack are really, really nice. The X and the U are not as good for bingoing, but they're going to score me a lot of points a lot of the time. So let's see what the computer plays. Also, it's worth noting, if I get an S or maybe a D out in space, surtax is a word here. Okay, so I don't get those letters. Instead, I get this nice Z to work with. Ironically, though, the Z, it's not going to be very easy for me to put my X around here. There is the word Zax, but that only scores the face value of the points. Yeah, grody to the max. That's right. You can be the grodiest, apparently, if you want to compare different grodiness levels. According to the dictionary, there are a lot of very strange words that compare. Words where you would really only see them as that base adjective, but in the Scrabble dictionary, they become comparatives and superlatives. There are some really weird looking ones, I have to say. Like let's just like this one, ivoriest. Not sure I've ever heard that one be said, but it happens to somehow be in the dictionary. Okay, so with this rack, I have this beautiful bingo combination, AERST. I then have the X, which is not as good of a bingo tile. This is a really scary play. I could play oh, right, GU isn't good in this dictionary. Sorry, hold on. I'll get my brain calibrated. So I guess given that, maybe I'm supposed to just play Tux or something. Oh, that doesn't seem very good. I could do something like a top and set my X up for myself here. The problem is this only scores 6 points. So it looks really cool to set an X play up for myself, but only scoring 6 points is kind of a steep sacrifice to make to achieve that objective. So I don't know. This is a tricky turn. Not sure which way to go. It would be great to just dump off even just the X by itself. This is very risky because of OXO, but the other 6 letters on the rack are really strong. I think I'm just going to go ahead and play Tux just because it scores 23, gets the X off for a few points. And I draw another A, but that's okay. I'm still doing pretty well. I think now with this F, this is an appealing play, something like phase through the Z, trying to get those nice points. I'm guessing that the computer, okay, and I suspected that the Grandmaster would play in that spot. Noteworthy that this is not valid here. Swizz, not going to be able to play that. So I'll need to come up with something else. This is appealing just because it's going to get me a lot of bingos, but I don't think making such easy access to the triple is something that I want to do here. Oh man, my time. I'm going to have to start playing a little faster, I think. So let's just play something with this. Let's play Farl or something. It's not the best idea to blow up my rack to this extent, but I'm going to do it just because it scores pretty well. It opens up this triple, but it's not the easiest triple ever to hit. And let's see maybe I'll get a letter that helps me here. Joshua says, words that start with X are always interesting to me. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I love those words that have a unique location for a certain letter. Oh, okay. Outlane is the bingo for the computer. Do I have something through this N? So it's pretty close game again. I can play something like this and score a whole boatload of points if I want to. I almost have headset. That scores 42, which is pretty nice. Do I have something through this I or N? I might, but I'm not seeing it. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this just because it scores really, really well. I might be missing something, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and do this. Oh, and now I've drawn laminate through this N if it stays open, which it probably won't if I'm guessing, but if it does, I'm going to have a nice bingo in this spot. So yeah, anyway, just to finish my point, yeah, words starting with X, always a lot of fun. And then, ooh, it barely did not block. So now, oh man, I actually have a choice here of where I want to play laminate. I have two N's to work with. I think I'm going to play it here just because I would rather not place a letter in a triple lane like this E and get hit really, really hard with a play covering two triples. If I play laminate here, I can avoid that scenario. I do certainly still have plenty of risk with this play, given the open lane on the side of the board, another triple open here. But I think, ironically, it kind of helps me to have both of these two spots available for myself, because then I get a shot at one of the two when the computer plays, after it plays. So yeah, other words that are fun are, words that end in the letter U or something like that. Words that end in, there's actually only a small number of words that end in the letter Z, I think, that are 8 letters long. Very, very few words like that. Words like solonets and baronets. There's only a handful of them. So I'm partial to those as well. All right, computer burns its a second blank there, playing cheese. And I think I just need to cover up this spot with a high-scoring play. WUUE is really, really bad, but I think that's the price that you have to pay. I can't play Kutu here. I normally would play that. But I think, maybe I want to do a point sacrifice here just because the W and the U are so toxic together. I mean, you can even hear that when you say the word W, right? Like W. It sounds like two U's, double U, literally. So the fact that you would have W and then two U's on your rack, it almost sounds like there's 4 U's on your rack. So I'm going to go ahead actually and keep my K just because I think that's going to help me score better on my next turn. We'll see. So yeah, I feel like I'm happier with this K than I would have been with my W on this turn. But maybe I misevaluated that. So yeah, word games in the news lately. Anybody out there trying the game Wordle? Has anyone given that game a try? I certainly have. It's a pretty cool game. It seems like right now it's getting a ton of attention, all the rage, and just wondering if anybody has any thoughts on Wordle. I know it's something cool. Play it every night at midnight, says JMC. Yeah, it's you and many others, I think, are getting super into it. And I love to see that because I really do feel like Scrabble kind of shares in a lot of the things that make Wordle so fun. And word games just have something about them that's really, really fun. And Wordle is sort of rekindling that for a lot of people. So I love to see it. Okay, so I'm not up by that much. I don't have much time left, 1 minute and 40 seconds. What are my threats here? I think the biggest way I can lose this game is by allowing the computer to play something with laminates. So I'm going to try to block that if I can and just come up with maybe there's some way of making a blocking play here. There are two S's. Normally, I would consider a play like this to set my S up, but again, we're trying to block S hooks here, not create new ones. So let's see. And it would be great. It would be also great to use some U's. You can see the ratio of vowels to consonants, 9 vowels and 15 consonants. So I think if I keep EU on the rack, it might be a little safer than usual. So we're going to go ahead and play gunks just to block off this spot and hold on to the lead. So I only have 43 seconds left. I think I have a minute of overtime to use, but we're going to try to be careful and not go overtime unnecessarily. Yeah, Wordle is super fun. It has a lot of cool, skills that translate pretty directly to Scrabble. So I like feeling that, a lot of people that are into that game are sort of training themselves as like a gateway to other games like Scrabble. All right, hold on. Let me try to not go over time here. Let's play taupe. I'm not really afraid of the computer hitting, IA, that's right. That's not a word. Maybe I'll just play, if I play TAU, I'm going to set up a place for it to play. Let's play a top. Maybe that's the safest. Okay, so I have 1 second left. I certainly hope I have a minute of overtime here, or else I'm going to lose a game in which I'm winning by a lot. But if I do, that's okay. Can't win them all. I think I'm going to get a minute of extra time to think. Of course, I will take a penalty of 10 points, but I can withstand that given the lead that I have here. Okay, computer plays Nev. All right, I have gone over time, but the game is not over, so I can take a breather and just try to get my last couple plays out. Let's go ahead and play. Do I have any plays ending in AF? Don't think so. Wait, I have to at least look at these letters. They're kind of scary looking, but I don't think the computer has anything there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play I'm just going to play FEWR here just to burn some tiles, leave myself EN. There's no way that's the correct endgame sequence, but we're just trying to get to the end of the game with a win here against the Grandmaster, which I have to say, the Grandmaster made a couple of very curious plays in this game, burning the A and S as the two blanks here. We know that's don't try that at home, viewers. Definitely try to save those blanks for bingos if you can. All right, so we did win. Hold on, this is not looking the way it should. There we go. So we beat the Grandmaster bot. I'll just take 1 minute. If anyone out there would like to challenge me to a 15-minute game if you are from Canada or the US, just go to playscrabble.com, type my name, Wanderer15, into the window here. Hold on, let's see. If we go back to menu, you would just go to play friend, type my name in here, and send me a challenge, and it'll pop up on the left side of my screen. If I don't get a challenge, that's fine. I'll just play the bot again and talk through my moves just like I have been. While we're waiting, I just want to say, very, very excited to announce that starting on Saturday and going into Sunday and Monday of this weekend on this channel, we are going to have live coverage of the very prestigious, exciting Scrabble event from North America, in New Orleans in particular, the Crescent City Cup. Some of the best players in the world will be competing, and I will be hosting along with former national champion Conrad Bassett-Bouchard, providing commentary of that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So tons of Scrabble content coming your way this weekend. Yeah, Josh, thank you. Joshua, thank you very much. We'll look forward to having you. I think it's going to be a really, really impressive production. I will not be producing the event. I will just be commentating. So I'm very excited for that. And it should be a treat. Oh, looking forward to playing there. Awesome. So JMC will be there playing. Good luck to you. Hope it goes well. It should be a really cool event. Obviously, lots of safety protocols in place given the current environment out there. So Scrabble tournaments have been sort of inching back into, live play, over the board play. And I'm certainly hopeful that as the current, Omicron flare sort of works its way back down to a more stable level, I'm really, really hopeful that over the board Scrabble can really take off in 2022. That's my hope. But this event is primed to be a great one. So all that coverage will be coming to this channel right here, twitch.tv/Scrabble, starting basically morning US on Saturday. And what day of the week is that? Or rather, what day is that? Saturday the 15th. Okay, still no challenges. I'll go ahead and play a bot again, but anybody should feel free, if you'd like to send me a challenge on Play Scrabble, I will be happy to play that. We still have a bunch more time that we've dedicated. Basically, I'm going to be streaming once a week at this time, and over time, we're going to be rolling out tournaments. You can see there's a tab for tournaments. Tried to challenge, but can't figure out how. Okay, this is how you would do it. Once you've made your name, or you can even log in as a guest, basically you go over here and click Play a Friend. And in this window where it says username, you would just type Wanderer15. Alternatively, if you would like to tell me your username, JMC, I would be happy to place that in the box, and I could send you a request and see if that works any better. Either way, hello 14 Domino, how are you? Yeah, happy to wait a minute and see if we can get this challenge hooked up here. But yeah, it seems like very exciting times for word gaming in general. Certainly, Wordle seems to have gotten the most traction worldwide. It seems like everyone's talking about it, seeing articles about it in CNN, big publications, and then obviously also anybody that's been following my personal Twitch channel knows I've been playing a lot of another word game called Babel Royale, which is a combination of Scrabble and Fortnite, which is incredibly addictive, and lots of big plans for Scrabble in 2022 as well. So maybe this will be the year of word games. It goes to screen saying to share your challenge. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I knew that was you, Judy. Let's see what happens. I wonder which of these Judys are you. I'm going to guess this is you. Let's see what happens if I send you this challenge right here. So we'll send you, we'll have it be void challenge, automatic validation. Let's see what happens. We'll see if you get this. Hello, Jonathan Simmons. How are you? Jonathan Simmons 05. Nice to see you. How are you doing today? Just continuing to play some games. Hopefully this works to get the game started with Judy. I can't quite tell whether that's the Judy that we know and love in that little picture or whether that's a different Judy, because there's two. So yeah. So we'll see, but I'm gonna guess maybe not. Jonathan says, I'm okay. I love playing Scrabble Go. I also love playing Scrabble Go. I will let you guys know that basically for the last 8 or so months, if you are a follower of the Scrabble Go page on Facebook, you've seen, or even the Scrabble Go YouTube page, you've seen that I spend a lot of time making videos, instructional content, how to, how to, different nuances of Scrabble strategy. And basically, I'm reaching the point where I've explained almost every Scrabble concept in those videos. So I'm trying to come up with new content that I can create in 2022. And I came up with a series that I'm going to unveil for the first time on Friday. It's going to be called Will's Play of the Week. So what I'm doing now is I am actually, whenever I play on Scrabble Go, the little cartoon icon. Okay, let's see if I can find you, Judy. If I try just Judy. Lots of different Judys here. Let's try Judy C. Cartoon icon. Oh, there's way more Judys than I realized. At some point, there is going to be sort of an ID system similar to Scrabble Go that will help identify players more concretely. But yeah, I am Wanderer 15 here, right? Yes, I am. So I'm sorry that it's not working to hook us up together in a game. I wonder. So Judy, if you go here to your profile page, what does it say for you in this spot right here? So for me, obviously, I have it set to Wanderer 15. What does your icon say, or what does your tag say right here? So if you're able to get that info, yeah, surprising number of Judys. So profile page was accessible by clicking your little icon in the lower left right here. So once you click this, it should bring you to this page. It has some information on your completed games. I have a lot of resigned games with people. Clearly, a lot of testing going on. But yeah, this should hopefully, if it says Judy C up here, I'm not sure what to do. But if it says something different, I might be able to. Okay, it just says Judy C, huh? Okay. And if you, let's see, maybe you can send, if you want to like Facebook Judy C with a period, if you want to Facebook message me this link that it sends you, I might be able to use that. So you said it's a cartoon icon for yourself. Well, that's a different one. Yeah, not seeing it for whatever reason. But yeah, hold on. Let me stand by and see if we can get that started. How many games are on this app daily? I actually don't know the answer to that. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm sure Woogles has a very large number by now, and it's very, very nice to see that happen. So more power to you guys as you build that number up as well. So yeah. Anyway, I think while we figure out what's going on with that, I'll just play the computer in a quick game. Why don't I play the computer in a 3-minute game against Grandmaster difficulty? So I'm going to have to make my moves as fast as I can here. Okay, it's going to play Bronzy, and I'm going to play Phoniest as quickly as I can play and see what happens. What app is this? I didn't hear what it's called. This is a website. It's going to be, this website is at playscrabble.com. So I have actually a command here that we can use that hopefully will work. Oh, too bad. I guess my Nightbot is not working, so we'll have to fix that in a minute. But it's at playscrabble.com. So that's the URL. Yes, I can type the letters. I don't know why I didn't a moment ago. Very good question. For whatever reason, I didn't. But yes, you totally can. I'll play Jewel. Oh, but of course, I'm used to being able to type it a little faster. There we go. We got it in there. So yeah, Jonathan, you may find that you prefer Scrabble Go to the experience of playing Scrabble on the web, and that's totally fine. There's lots of people that are likely to feel that way, but we also think it's really cool and different. And certainly for me, I find that I will play Scrabble as often as I can on any platform that I can. Yeah, no, don't worry, 14 Domino. We're definitely aware of it. That is something that is absolutely been discussed. So I'll just play this and see what we get. Not great. Want to play something to the C, or maybe I don't. I'm not sure what I want to do here, actually. Maybe I'll play something with jewels on my next turn. Who knows? Oh, I'll probably play Gov on my next turn here. That's decent. Keeps good letters. The Grandmaster bot is a little bit more charitable than the very, very scary Hasty bot. Yeah, pull request to our repo. Yes, I understand that joke. Unfortunately, that's not gonna work for this, but that's okay. No, it's okay. I don't mind. I understand the dynamics. If you're allowed, you're allowed. Trolling is fine. I have thick skin. I don't mind. It's kind of funny, um, and I get it, so I'm not really worried. All right, computer is hammering me here. I need to do my best to get another bingo down. Can we have it play Hasty Bot? Yeah, I think that would go as I mean, basically, this is. I think our aspiration is for it to be a little bit better than currently. Eventually, the like speedy player. It's never gonna be any better than like Quackle Speedy Player or Hasty Bot. So, all right, let's just play AI. I sense that I'm going to lose soon. Oh, man, is this a... I think this is a Collins word, Boursier, right? No. It seems like a pretty good bot. No, I mean, the bot literally picks the highest scoring play every time. So it is the dumbest possible bot. But at some point, hopeful that will improve. Yeah, I don't think that's a word. All right. I'm gonna play something. Again, this is a speed game, so unfortunately, I don't have a ton of time to think this through. I really want to play my U. This is really bad play, but I'm hoping to get something. Okay, Borealis, I think, is not valid in this either. Yeah, unfortunately. So I'm flailing a little bit here. Moralize doesn't fit. So, oh well. Yeah, I think it is Cesar. I think it really does just pick the highest scoring play every time. I don't think we have any logic beyond that for play picking. But I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I'm gonna play Oi here just because I'm setting up my L in kind of a nice way. Unfortunately, there are two L's, but I also didn't draw anything good. So we'll see. But yeah, it does feel like, oh, look at that. Senor. It managed to block me pretty effectively there. All right. I don't really have great options here. This is looking like, increasingly like it will be a loss for me, which is fine. Oh, I also drew the K. I don't really have great plays with the K here either. Kerf doesn't fit. That's the play that I would like to play, something like Kef or Kerf. So yeah, it is okay. I see in my thank you, Judy. I see that I have this request. Let's just play Kelp. Oh yeah, Kelp. Let it validate. There we go. Maybe I should have tried not to use. Oh, I might be about to forfeit in 1 second. So I'm very, very unlikely to win the game anyway, so that's not a big deal. So let's see. Where could I can't really... Oh, the computer went overtime too. So maybe I should be pushing the computer over. Maybe I should try to flag the computer. It'd be kind of funny. I'll just play Fems because it scores a lot. Oh, look at that. What could I play here? Oh, man. I bet I have something here. Sinisture. Something through the K. Something to the L. Oh, Kelpie. Duncery. Duncery is a Collins word. Oh man, this Kelpie spot is actually huge. Duncery. It's not a word in this dictionary. All right, maybe I'm just supposed to play... I can't use my Y here, I don't think. I have to do something else. Oh yeah, I have Century. Joshua says it too. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at this. I drew this other blank too. All right, hold on. I gotta try to find something here. Inactive. Inactive. Oh, detangled. Very nice. Oh, but look at that. I end up winning. Okay, all right. That was very lucky. I drew the second blank right out of the bag. We both took a time penalty, and because I bingoed and got a full rack of tiles from it, from this ADFGITT, I end up winning the game. So that was very fortunate. All right, hold on just a second here. Let me see if I can get this challenge from Judy in my browser here. Oh, and it's being... Oh, and I see that I got tagged on the NASPA Games profile too. All right, thank you very much, Judy, for that. Okay, copy link address. Let's see what happens when I paste and go right to Judy's challenge. Hopefully this will work. Invitation has already expired. Oh, brother. I'm sorry, Judy. I'm not sure why this is happening. Maybe I can find some... Yeah, there's nothing in the challenge that gives me your actual ID. So we'll definitely... We're aware that the matchmaking flow needs polish. So I'm not sure why it isn't working. Obviously, it is frustrating that the point of the stream is for you to challenge me, and it doesn't seem to be working. So yeah, so when you go into the play a friend thing and you put me in, it just doesn't work, huh? Let me try. Well, I guess if it says it's expired, it's expired. So too bad. Okay. We'll just keep playing, I guess. It was working last week where I was getting requests successfully. Okay, well, I guess while we... Okay, another one comes from Judy here. Maybe this one will work. Let's cross our fingers and hope. Hold on. Stand by. I'm trying to get this. Okay, copy link address. Let's try it. We paste and see if it works. Oh, there we go. I think it's going to work. Maybe? You don't have to disappear. You can stick around. It's not a big deal. I don't mind. But if you want to, that's fine as well. But at least I'm seeing this window here. Just out of curiosity, is it possible that you have the web platform and the mobile app open at once? I know that can do some confounding things. I guess now it's giving me a link that I can send you. But yeah, it appears to be some issues with this flow that we'll have to nip in the bud. I'll give it another minute and see if it's working or not. It's showing this little thing indicating that it's trying to hook us up and play. Maybe now I'll be able to send you a different request. There's no way that I can like latch on to your ID here, unfortunately. All right, I'm not sure what's happening, but it seems like it's not working. Let me try to send you a fresh challenge here. Maybe it'll know. Maybe it'll know to find you again. No, you're not in the Judy's list again. All right, I'm sorry, Judy. This is definitely something that we're aware of internally, and we'll try to fix this. Also, it's probably not worth us doing streams for viewer challenges when actually the one viewer that wants to challenge me is not able to do it. So we'll have to assess that. But in the time being, yeah, take on Cesar. I don't know if Cesar wants to play. I'm happy to play. If he's interested, I'll play. But I'll just start another game against. We'll do a quick game against the bot again. Another 3-minute. Okay, this one not as good as the last one already. Could be tricky. I guess I'll play next. That gets my... Oh, I should be typing this whole time. That at least gets my X on a double. I'm definitely in trouble here with all these consonants. We'll just have to see what I'm able to do. Do I have a good play through? Oh man, nice play. So sometimes the computer looks like a genius when it has these beautiful high-scoring plays. Other times when it doesn't have such nice plays, it makes some weird choices. So this is a very troubled play to play Oda, leaving MNNR, but at least it scores 31. Look at that. I drew a blank, too. All right, let's just see if I can get back to this screen. Yes, we can. So that was pretty lucky. I drew the blank. I'm probably going to be forced to play something like Mark or something through this A. Do I have any cool plays through Oda? Oh, man. Now I'm really stuck. I probably have to exchange now. Or maybe I could do this. That's probably slightly better than exchanging just because I score 9 points and leave MNR blank, which if I draw some vowels, I might be okay there. Kronen is an alternative plural. I think this is like a unit of money in Denmark and Norway is a kroner. Okay. Jin is the play. I have this D. I could play dung. I could play Doug. Maybe I could play this, leaving my NG combination. I don't love this just because the board is not very good. I guess I would play drum. Let's just see what we get. Okay, I drew housing. Housing. That's how I guess you would say that. I don't think nexts is good here. I think nexts is a international dictionary word. Okay, I'm incorrect. It looks like nexts is valid. So I'm slipping a little bit with my ability to tell the dictionaries apart. Oh man. Okay. Now what? This I know is an international dictionary word, unfortunately. Gin house. Oh, brother. This open E, man, it would be so nice to hit these massive. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste time. Let's just play this housing. Oh, Tuffins. Yeah. Oh, I should see that. Oh, brother, not good. I should definitely see Tuffins there. Nice spot there, Judy. Oops. Okay, well, I just missed out on okay, big swing there. I missed my bingo that would have blocked Filayer. That would have scored a boatload more points. So that's to say the least. That is a pretty big mistake on my part, but that's okay. We'll soldier on and see if we can make a comeback anyway. I'll play Piggy first. The Q. The Q is not going to help. So I had my chance. Tuffins would definitely have done it. I think I would have seen that if it wasn't a 3-minute game and had some time to go through the alphabet, which I did not have. I'm down to 50 seconds in this game. Block my Q spot there. I guess I'm going to play this for lack of a better option. And this doesn't look that good either. So, yeah, Judy, we'll have to. I mean, we have to figure out what's going on with the matchmaking flow. So, oh wow, the C. I didn't even think about that. Nice play, chousing. But why did it only play a C? That means it must have all consonants or something. It's kind of a weird play. Let's play. I don't even know what to do here. Something that opens the top of the board here. I don't think that's... Maybe it has a really, really bad rack. No. Could it possibly have all consonants here? That would be insane. I'm losing by so much. Well, I just drew 2 vowels. If it drew even a single vowel, it's going to play up here and it'll basically be game over. But because it just played a C by itself, it's possible that it's going to leave this spot open. If it drew another consonant, we'll see. It's not very likely. I'm not ambitious. Oh, well, look at that. 2 vowels. Okay, so I'm completely wrong. So, okay, you know what? That tells me that it maybe it has some logic that goes beyond just picking the highest scoring play. I didn't think that was the case, but maybe it is. Okay, let's see. I am definitely losing this game without a doubt. So I'm just going to go ahead and play Eben or something. Maybe I can redeem myself and hit a triple. No, not quite, I don't think. Yeah. So I'm just curious if anyone else... Is there anyone else out there that's even attempted to send me a game request, or is it just universally the flow is not working right now? I'm curious. Has anyone else tried sending me a request that has not worked? We'll play that for a pretty good score and just get to the end of the game. Because obviously it is alarming that that's happening, and we are aware of issues there already. So I was hopeful that it would be more successful today, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, this is a pretty comprehensive beatdown from the computer here. Let's see. I want to finish this game somehow. I can't play my U in there. I'll just play AI and Whiz and see what we get here. No, don't think so. So yeah, I'm about to lose. Let's see if I can avoid going over on the clock here. I think I'm going to struggle to end this game. I also, wait, is unsee a word? Well, I would play ensue, I guess, that I'm sure of. I'm pretty sure unsee is a word. If it blocks that, then I'm going to be in trouble. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go over time here. Okay, good job. I missed Tuffins, unfortunately. That was basically the game. I should definitely see that. Without question, I see that play. So, too bad. So, yeah, again, I'm just curious if anyone else has tried to send me a game request yet, or if it really is it just an issue between me and JMC, or is it a site-wide issue that I'm not able to accept game requests? That would be nice to know. Um, that's definitely something that I can try to troubleshoot on my own time as well. Um, but anyway, I'll just play another game with a bot, and I really encourage anyone that wants to try and play a game with me to do your best. Send me a challenge. If it doesn't work, obviously we have some work to do. But yeah, let's try it on 15 minutes so that I can actually talk a little bit about the game while it's in progress. Okay. Oh man, that's interesting that it opens. I just want to note that the bot just opened horizontally, and before it opened vertically. So this is a very, very advanced strategic bot, which is somehow able to vary its play to open vertically and horizontally as it sees fit. I didn't realize it had that capability. So anyway, facing a little bit of a deficit here. Let's see. I have a J. Kind of clunky tiles overall. Let's just see. Certainly, sometimes, I mean, I vary my approach from turn to turn. Sometimes I feel like I have a word I want to play, and I'm looking for a spot to play it that makes sense. So the word I want to play is juvie. Unfortunately, the only place that looks like I can play it productively is right here, which doesn't score any points. I should be typing, shouldn't I? So 18 points is nowhere near enough here when I can definitely get a whole bunch more points right here with this 26. So yeah, I wonder. Oh, this could be nice. Bijou. That looks kind of nice. Bijou looks nice just because the J and the U are probably the weakest combination. The V, I certainly would love to play the V as well, but this is probably the clunkiest group that I could get rid of at once. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I think, I don't know. It seems reasonable. Ooh, I blocked my own bingo through the sea of Verukai. That's a shame. Let's see, anything else? Oh, it'd be so nice to get another C and play Verukai. And if you're wondering, what am I even talking about? This is the word. A plantar wart. Beautiful. A beautiful word, to be sure. It blocked the play that I was considering a bravura, the weird plural of that. So I'm going to have to come up with a different word than that. Yeah, bijou, a word from French, exactly. Oh, and JMC points out bijou as well. So that must mean we have some level of alignment and agreement on what we would have played there. That is comforting because Judy saw Tuffins, which I didn't. Not so good. But of course, it was a 3-minute game. All right, so issues here include I have 2 E's, 2 R's, and the VU combination. That's really a bunch of different rack-related problems. And then we have a score-related problem, which is that I am losing by a huge amount on the scoreboard. So we have a lot of problems to try to resolve here. How can I do anything about it? Well, I think this S of Colton's seems like a really nice. Hold on, let me just. I have my little telestrator too. Is that not? Let me see if that comes up in the right place here. Yeah, this is the last place that I used it. There we go. Okay, so this S is definitely my best chance. Hitting a bingo to that S would be great. I really would prefer not to block it. I guess one play that does not give me very much hope for the future would just be review for 16. It gets rid of one of my E's, it gets rid of one of my R's, and it gets rid of the V and U combination. I really don't like this play, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. It has a major issue of at least the computer just played one of the P's right there, but there is another P left where a play going down here would hit pretty hard. So let's hope I eventually get the P. Okay, weird play, Perry. That's funny because, oh, never mind. I thought it blocked organize and stuff like that through the S, but I have orange ear here. So I'm going to be able to bingo. So we're bingoing. Let's see what we get. We get a Q. A Q with not very good letters to go with it, and no great place to play that Q. So we could be in a little bit of trouble. It's possible that I'm going to have to keep this Q and play off some other letters on my next turn and hope for the best for my Q. Hold on a sec. I have to sneeze. Wow, very weird play. Oh, pro streamer move right there. I spared you guys having to hear my sneeze by muting the microphone. Very, very good job by me, I must say. All right, so I can't do very much with this Q. At least I can play Mark here. That's like a huge break for me that the computer was not able to play in this spot, and burnt its blank as well. So, we're going to go ahead and play this for 44, and all of a sudden, I'm winning. I'm winning again. Okay. Still, though, this Q is going to be a problem unless I figure out some way to get around it. Computer plays Ritz, and the score is basically completely knotted up here. I could play Sneeze in homage to the sneeze that I just made. There's no E that I can play through, though, unfortunately. All right, so what are the issues here? We have a couple things going on. This spot with the P is no longer really a threat. It's going to be next to impossible. There are no vowels that play here in this dictionary. So it's going to be very difficult for a preview play to score well. I don't have to worry about that. The biggest thing I have to worry about is this Q continuing to take up space. There's 2 U's and 4 I's that can still give me some help that I'm hoping for, I guess. Other than that, not really sure which way to turn here. I guess I'm supposed to try to score as well as I can with this Z. Maybe I'm supposed to play says. Oh, it's not in here. Okay, the Merriam Dictionary. So there you have a classic example of a word that is in the NASPA word list, but not the Merriam, which is something that we're trying to rectify. So still early days. I feel like with all the hiccups that we are enduring, it is worth mentioning that this website is in beta. There's still lots to work on, and certainly would not be averse to getting feedback on all the things that we do need to polish. We're definitely not. We're aware the site's not perfect right now, so doing our best to identify all the ways that it is not perfect and fix them. Okay, this doesn't feel like a great play, but at least it scores decently and sets my S up. If I draw an I can play cheese there. I already do have a play like that, but I can't find a play that scores any better than this anywhere else on the board. So let's just do this. Oh, okay. Do I know when it may be officially released? That's a good question. I think a lot of that is contingent on when we will be able to officially release the website worldwide. So obviously we have discussions ongoing with not just Hasbro, but also Mattel. And once those wrap up and we're able to announce worldwide, have it so that players can play against anyone from anywhere in the world. When that milestone occurs, that is when we're going to probably release it more officially. I hesitate to put a time on when that's going to happen, just because it's definitely above my pay grade to assess that. But if I was going to guess, I would say within a few months' time, we will be able to release it. But again, don't hold me to that. That's just my lowly guess. All right, we're gonna go ahead and exchange tiles here. Let's just see if it's worth keeping the X. Actually, the X can sometimes be worth keeping if you're gonna target a really nice spot for it. I don't see a wonderful spot for this X, frankly. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try as hard as I can to get some vowels and to get a bingo as soon as I can. The X, a great tile for scoring, not as good for bingoing. And obviously the blank is very good for bingoing, but I drew an F and a P along with it. I also drew a G, so going to have to probably work through this for one more turn. Something like Fang looks like it's gonna work out pretty well for me here, though. Fang should do the trick. I bet that the computer will play in that spot if it has any kind of good. Oh, it somehow didn't. Let's think. Do I have anything through this I? Actually, I don't think so. I think Fang is even stronger now, just because when I'm playing Fang like this, I'm creating another spot. If I draw something starting in S, I'm going to have two nice spots for it on different sides of the board. So let's try this. And sure enough, I drew sponge or sponges or something like that. Sponged. So now I'm sitting prettier. It is a good feeling in Scrabble. It's kind of difficult when you're playing Scrabble in a tournament over the board and you have a situation like this, and let's say you see your best plays very quickly. You basically have to try not to betray that knowledge to your opponent. So I know that I have a tendency in situations like this, when I know I'm going to bingo, I just kind of sit back. And try to turn my brain off, which that's great to conserve your energy, but it's also you're telling your opponent a little too much information about the state of your rack. So, all right, let's play sponge. I'm really not up by that much, actually. I'm not up by enough for comfort here. So we'll just have to see what the computer plays. This is the point of the game where it's good to start looking at the tile bag and see what's available. Remember, I threw the Q and the X back into the bag a couple turns ago. So that's something where the computer may well have drawn those tiles after battle, or it may have drawn them now. Never mind. I clearly did not draw them as it plays Outland, but that's actually not a big deal for me. Normally I would say, rats, that's terrible. But I can play hoof for 56 and hope that I don't get this Q back. I really just need to not draw the Q. And even if I do, I'm scoring a ton of points with this play. And I managed, not only did I manage not to draw the Q, I also drew cavemen. And it plays right here because fanga is a word. So that's incredibly lucky. If the computer doesn't block this spot, I'm going to bingo with cavemen to finish the game off. I wonder, does that play anywhere else on this board? Probably not. Outlandishly is the longest word I've played, an extension from Outland. That's amazing. What a play. That's a really, really impressive feat to play a word that long. I'm curious, did that hit the triple word score or any other really good bonus square? That's a tremendous play, Joshua. Very, very impressive. Oh, man. The computer has equaled. Oh, okay. So let's look at this. The computer has ADEELQU equaled, and that would have played right here, but Cavemen blocks it too. Does it have another place to play that? Okay, it does, but not as a bingo. So cavemen is about the luckiest thing I could possibly have drawn, because not only was it a bingo for me, it blocked the computer's chance of playing a bingo because that N cuts off that final space. So I just got very, very lucky. Let's just appreciate how lucky I got in this game. Extremely. So all right, but when all's said and done, it's still gonna be a win for me in this game. Um, so let's see, where can I play this? Oh, not that it matters. Let's just pop it down. Another win. So yeah, the longest word. What is the longest word I have played? I actually can't remember what that is. I've played a couple long ones. But outlandishly is definitely, that's a 12-letter word. I'm not sure I've ever played a 12-letter word. Apologies. Yeah, again, the screen, I know, looks a little weird in the post game in my custom interface there. But yeah, I don't think I've ever played a 12-letter word, so you've outdone me there, Joshua. I've played a couple 10s and maybe at least 1 or 2 11s. I think I played no, that would be a 10, oxygenated. I once extended oxygen to oxygenated. But that's only a 10. You got me beaten by 2. All right, well, it is a downer that something happens to be off with the with my ability to receive challenges from people, and this was supposed to be, maybe I could just change the oh, well, it's the stream title just says more Scrabble Web, so that's sufficiently vague as that I can just keep playing some bots and talk through my moves. I thought I was going to say something like Scrabble with viewers or something like that, which would have been false advertising given the actual status of the site here. So we'll just play a rematch. We'll just play a rematch and see how it goes. Okay, you know what? No, let's play one with, we played a whole bunch, the entire first hour I have played with the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Let's go ahead and play a few with the UK dictionary, which I know at least some of you in the audience are familiar with as well. So let's try this. So we'll do a 15-minute Grandmaster game on UK now. We've played our first hour plus with the North American. Let's try with the bigger UK dictionary now. Under baking, that's awesome. Wow, another great one. That's just so creative. I feel like in my sort of career as a Scrabble player, I do well because I work hard to learn the dictionary and study the dictionary to become a better player. I don't have that natural long word creativity that many players have. I'm very jealous, Joshua, of your ability to find those words. That's something that I've always lacked as a player myself. So it's cool when players play stuff like that, but I am not usually the one to be playing those words. All right, so again, my rack has 3 high-scoring tiles on it, the B, the C, and the V. Whenever you have a bunch of tiles like that together, they don't harmonize particularly well. You're going to want to get some of those off. The word I would like to play here is vocab, but I'm a little bit scared to play my S if I were to play vocabs and pennons, and I don't see where else it really plays, actually. So I'm probably going to have to content myself to play only 2 of the 3 B, C, V tiles that I have. So I guess this isn't my favorite idea, but at least this keeps a really nice leave. The obvious problem with it is this spot is really, really big. A lot of consonants go in that spot and hit super hard, to say nothing of this spot. Underlaps can really hurt me here too, but what I'm hoping is I will draw a bingo that makes it worthwhile. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Ooh, close. So I have carolers through this A, and I have recolors. So I need the, oh wait, I have it through this O too. Okay, so it looks like I am going to be bingoing here. Yeah, so at least that. I don't think all of these are going to get blocked at once. Okay, it plays gained, blocking the spot where I would have liked to play most, but that's okay. Um, I don't think it's worth me playing carolers here. 62. Do I have something through AN? Probably not. I guess I'll just play recolors. No. Recolors? Is this, it's only, yeah, 61, I guess. Do I really not have a, I really don't have a 7-letter word here? Corlers, crawlers? Yeah, I guess not. Okay, so playing recolors versus carolers. That scores 61. I can play here instead, but I want to block this G in the triple lane. But if I play carolers, I'm making a much worse spot potentially for myself. So that doesn't actually really help me to limit the damage that I'm going to sustain on my next turn. So I'll go ahead and do this. Oh, and I drew outrate. So now I have the possibility of playing outrate or maybe outstare, I think is probably the safest thing that I could do. Oh, well, now I have to think about playing this. And maybe there's other stuff I'm not seeing yet. Let me see. How about through the C, S, P? Yeah, now I have to make a tricky choice here. 70 points for this, making a massive overlapping spot here and a possibility of a huge play in the triple. Or, so that, wait, what was that? 70, I think I just said? Yeah, 70 points. Or I play something like outstare, or, yeah, outstare, sea trout. 8-point sacrifice. Oh, man. Can't figure this out. Joshua says another memorable one was Za to Izard to Izard to Wizard to Wizardly. That's amazing. Oh, another great one. Small extensions over time can be fun. Yeah, I think probably the nicest I've ever heard that happened in a live game was between, I can't remember, it was between Adam Logan of Canada, one of the best, absolute best players in the world, tremendous player. I don't remember what happened, but in his game, he played somebody played thionine. Or no, somebody might have just played thionin and then hooked it with an E, and then hooked this with an E, ethionine, and then this word was hooked with an M for methionine. Unbelievable, right? That, and I think that last M may have hit the triple. So this word was formed over time in this incredible way. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and play outstare just because I can't stomach putting an E in this spot right here and having there be such big counterplay and response. I think that is actually worth 8 points to me here of sacrifice. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Computer plays Wisp. And back over to me very quickly. Okay. I feel like, Joshua, isn't that true that this was it when I was still doing Dr. Scrabble, which I hope Dr. Scrabble will come back, but it was very difficult for whatever reason to get a lot of people to ask Dr. Scrabble questions. And I think maybe part of that is just people not wanting to sort of appear like they need anyone's advice at Scrabble. It takes a little bit of courage to ask a question like that. And try to receive an answer. So I think what I'm hopeful for that Will's Play of the Week will let me showcase a lot of these situations that come up in my games that are still really educational. So that's going to be, I'm going to be releasing my first episode. My first episode is actually complete. I could give you guys a sneak peek of it right now, in fact, but I'm not sure if I should be doing that. So anyway, we'll see, but yeah, I'm hopeful that I can sort of cherry pick some of the most interesting situations from my games on Scrabble Go and show them to the world in a way that makes them interesting and fun. That's my hope anyway. Okay, so what's my issue here? Wow, the exact same situation. You mean the methionine one? The methionine situation? That's amazing. Oh man, that's not one that I would expect to see every day. Again, that was between Adam Logan, a truly excellent player, one of the best in the world. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. Um, yeah, I mean that's not one you see every day for sure. Oh, I would play this instead of that play. You get a couple extra points. I really want to use both of my G's here. The G, even with the I on my rack that I have here, I really would prefer not to keep this G until I have an N. And as you can see, there's only one N coming in the unseen pool. A lot of N's have already been played on this board. So, wow, 3 on the first play of the game, in fact. So right off the bat, Pennon was very bad for my chance of getting an ING with this combo here. So if I could play, maybe I'm supposed to play something like Grego. This doesn't score very much, but it gets both of my G's off the rack. It leaves me with a nice bingo combination, especially if I'm able to get some consonants. As you can see, there's 33 consonants to 22 vowels, so that's a fair bit more, but it is worth noting that the starting distribution of vowels and consonants is something like 56 consonants and 42 vowels, I believe. So already there is kind of a consonant heaviness to the tile bag. So this isn't actually that far out of line with the normal balance. This is actually pretty close to a normal ratio of consonants and vowels. But that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and play this. And wow, okay. QX blank, certainly a lot of activity on the rack now between these tiles. Joshua says, I think people don't contribute much to those things like Dr. Scrabble, as there is already so much to do in the Scrabble app alone, as well as in real life. So people can't be bothered to take the time to ask extra questions. That is my take on it. You know what? I totally get that. That makes a lot of sense to me. I think people potentially would be excited to hear Scrabble analysis if it was provided to them. And when you make people take that extra leap to actually contribute a question, maybe that is a disincentive for people. Whereas if I can just give them that information directly, maybe that's the best way of doing it. Hello, Axer Typo. What's going on? Hey, Josh. Axer Typo will be in the aforementioned Crescent City Cup taking place this weekend. So best of luck to him there. My intent for today's stream, Josh, was to take viewer challenges, but obviously the website here, playscrabble.com, currently only available in the US and Canada. So I know that there are some people like Joshua that might send a challenge that don't have access to the site yet. And then Judy Cole tried sending me a challenge, and it didn't seem to go through. So having issues there. So I'm just playing the bots for now, passing a little time. I'm going to spend about half an hour more with everybody before we call it a stream. And again, starting on Saturday morning U.S. Central Time, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, tons of live tournament Scrabble coverage coming from New Orleans, Louisiana at the Crescent City Cup. So that is going to be a treat to watch. I'm very, very excited for that. So I could play this for 37. I could play this if I want to use one more consonant. Yeah, Josh, if you could try to send a challenge of any type to Wanderer 15, you totally can. Big fan of Will says Crescent City is going to be so good. Big fan of Will. Are you at home? Right. Well, hold on. That's not appropriate for a streamer to ask a totally random viewer in the chat. Big fan of Will is at work. Okay. I'm very sorry to ask such a personal question that I don't normally engage on that level with Twitch followers. So I apologize for overreaching there. Hello, Transman9216. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. I'm just playing. Oh, I have to watch my time. So I need to play something here. So let's just play that and see what we get. This R is just wide open. Got to worry about that a little bit. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good here. Okay, interesting play by the computer. We've seen a lot of these plays by the computer of burning the blank. That's how you know it really is going for those highest scoring plays as opposed to making its plays strategically. I think it's fine for me to play Vexed here for 48 and see what we get. I wonder if I have anything. Also, I could definitely have missed something on that previous turn. I don't know. There might have been some bingos somewhere or other, but that's okay. This is still a very good play. 48 points, leaving a blank tile for next turn is usually a good starting point for you. Okay. I feel like I have one too many vowels here to work with. I'm not 100% sure if I have a 7-letter word here. There are 8s with this rack. I don't know if they play, though. So I guess what I'll do I have any kind of... This is a nice spot for the Y, but it's not that smart for me to use just because it gives a lot of points back. If I play something like this whole lane is really, really open. So I don't think I want to do that. Do you see yourself ever getting sick of Scrabble? You know, that's a really interesting question because in a normal universe, my answer to that would be absolutely not, never. I feel like Scrabble is the gift that keeps on giving. It is such a complex and ever-changing from game to game. You never, ever know what's in store for you when you start playing a new game of Scrabble. There's such possibilities for such amazing things to happen in each and every game. And it's so different every time. There are different situations that you've never encountered, and the only way to encounter them is to keep playing. But I was a little bit worried when I actually took a job working on Scrabble all the time. You know, is this something that is going to hurt my ability to have fun playing Scrabble? Is this something that's going to have, it's going to feel more like a job than something that I do for fun? And I've been very cognizant of that, but I can honestly say that, you know, it's been about 8 months now since I took this job, and none of that has happened. I just feel I continue to be very, very jazzed about all things Scrabble all the time. All right, I'm just going to play a move here because we got to try not to go over time. And I'm pretty sure we're going to bingo somewhere or other here. But yeah, it is a good question, Joshua. What about you? What about you all in the chat? Does anybody in the chat have any feelings about... do you guys agree with me that Scrabble is a game that you could play your entire life long and never get tired of it? Or do you think there is a chance that you'll move on to some other game? Are you somebody that likes to practice a lot of different games and get a level of competency in a whole variety of games? Or are you somebody that Scrabble is the game for you and you found your happy place when it comes to gaming? All right, we're going to play nay-nays because that's a funny word and it doesn't open anything up for the computer. And we don't have a ton of time to think. Joshua says, don't think I will get sick of it for the same reasoning. Good to hear. Good to hear. Honestly, that is kind of part of my general mantra with respect to Scrabble, is that Scrabble had such a positive impact on my life when I started playing it. And I just want to make sure that anybody that feels similarly to me Anybody that feels even close to the same way I want to preach that gospel of Scrabble and make sure that those people get to experience it as well, because the more people out there like myself that can have their lives dramatically improve because they learn how amazing of a game Scrabble is, I will be very gratified. The more people like that I can convince of Scrabble being just a wonderful game, one of the best ever created. It's just what can I say? I really do feel that way. All right, the computer plays Etimic. What a nice play. I think I knew that word. Leaving only 6 tiles, so I don't have to worry about issues like bingos from the computer, and I don't have that much time, so we'll just play Foe and set myself up, I guess, to play Herd up here. Do I have any other space for HERD? Probably not. Looking around, it's not going to be that easy, but that's okay. I don't think the computer is likely to play there. It's going to play something with its F right here, and there we go. We have successfully predicted what's going to happen, and we play Herd, and I win the game. Big fan of Will says, each game is immediately completely different from any other one you've played, plus there are lots of different variations. That is totally true. That is absolutely true. Lots of fun variations of Scrabble. Blitz Scrabble is something that I have played. There was a big online Blitz tournament that took place courtesy of the Collins Coalition online, and man, that was a lot of fun. I was very, very lucky to be the winner of that tournament. Okay, cool, Josh. Yeah, just let me know if you're able to get that request in to me, or whether there could be something wrong. It could be on my end, frankly. I'm having a couple other issues on my account here. But yeah, hopefully I'll get a request come in from Axer Typo here. Maybe we can play a game with him and consider that to be the final game of today's stream. Yeah, so Blitz is definitely a very crazy variant of Scrabble. You just have to let your instincts take over completely, not even think about, you can't calculate, you just have to almost go by instinct. And the better your instincts are for Scrabble, the better you're going to do. And also, the better command you have over your anagramming skills. It really is a test of your training that you do with anagramming, how well you can perform in Blitz Scrabble. It really is not easy. So I'm gonna assume that I'm just having a problem receiving challenges, because I expect that Axer Typo probably would have had that challenge into me by now, which is a shame. But yeah, totally lots of other variations. Another variant that's a lot of fun. I've heard it called flip. I've also heard it called if only. There's another term that I've used where literally every turn you can flip one of your tiles over and turn it into the blank tile. So if ever you have that feeling in Scrabble where you're just one letter off from an amazing play, there is a variant that you can play that lets you never be that far away. All right, let me see if I can get this request from Josh here. Yeah, I see that, Josh. Thank you. We're going to grab this here, copy, paste it here, and see if this could work. Hopefully. Praying. Yeah, it's not letting me, it's not bringing me anywhere. Maybe if I just click this. Maybe I'm just supposed to click. No, don't do this. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me just, we'll do this and then click on this link and see if it pops up here. Yeah, it's just not working. Oh, sorry for I'm doxing myself here. Hey, everybody. Hold on. Let's let's get this back on track here. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're back on this. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, Josh. I'm clicking your link and it's not showing correctly. So, I think it's good. This will probably be something that I have to troubleshoot off stream. Unfortunately, did not have time to do that prior to today. So it's just gonna be. It'll just be another bot game. So I'll play one more game against the bot. Sorry to anyone that's trying to play me and it's not working. We'll do our best to get that fixed. Okay, I have a bingo here of pre-union. But first, let me respond to this question. Do you ever find yourself playing a lower scoring play because it is a fun or satisfying play, or do you always opt for the highest scoring play? That's a wonderful question. So my answer to that question is ultimately, I have sort of given myself over to I want to play as winning a style of Scrabble as I can. Okay, Josh, thanks for trying. I appreciate it. Sorry it didn't work. It could be my fault of not enabling something. So something for me to work on. But yeah, so first of all, one little point of clarification. Highest scoring is not how I usually think about it. Like, obviously, when you have a high scoring play, it's very likely to be a good play, but not always, right? So sometimes the highest scoring play is not the best play. So first, I just want to make a note that I'm trying to make the winningest play. Usually, the highest scoring play is still a really, really winning play, but not always. So that's just one tiny little, yeah, I know you do. I know you get that. So ultimately, your actual question, which I know you mean this, is do I ever make not the most winning play because it is a beautiful play or an interesting play? And I am sorry to say that I try to suppress that instinct because it's sort of my worldview now is like I'm playing this game to achieve a level of mastery and and look at this. Another bingo here. That's probably the best I can do. But I was literally about to play fueling here. I was thinking, wow, that's probably a good play. But then I saw that I had Dirgeful. But so I would say there might be occasions where I'm playing a casual game and I make a play that, there we go. And I make a play that I know is not the winningest play because it is fun or interesting, but those situations are pretty rare. I'm usually playing because I love the challenge of trying to maximize my winning chances. And also, I do feel like I've gotten to a point with my word knowledge where it's very, very rare for me to encounter a word that is really, really out of my beaten path to find, right? So I have trained enough with the dictionary so that any word up to 8 letters, I really do feel like I should see those words. It should not be that moment of epiphany where I say, oh, yes, I found this, right? I'm so excited that I found this. Usually, for me, it is expected that I find those words. So it doesn't give me that. I've sort of robbed myself of that pleasure. So if I'm ever going to do a play like that, it's going to be because it's a very creative little setup play, or it's a really fun little extension that you might not expect to see, something like that. Oh, this is English US again. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I thought I had set it to the British dictionary, but apparently not. So we'll figure out something else. Oh, this is nice though. That's probably better anyway. So that's my answer to that question. I know that's probably unsatisfying. I think I would say that the vast majority of Scrabble players would and should make those sacrifices to play something fun and cool, right? Because what's the point of playing? You're supposed to be having fun. You're supposed to create memories. You're supposed to be creative and enjoy, the words that you're playing. But for me, I've definitely gone far beyond the dark side of what is normal, into truly just frankly, just kind of falling in love with that process of figuring out what is the best way that I can win as many games as I can when I'm playing Scrabble. So that's my long-winded answer to that question. So this probably is okay. 34 points. It leaves pretty good tiles here. I'm just wondering whether EOST is actually better than EEST. This is probably something to look at the unseen tiles. It feels like there's actually a lot of E's that have been played already. So we can just look E, 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 and 2 on my rack. So with that, I think I'm going to keep 2 E's because I don't want to draw another O and have 2 of them. Okay, well, that's funny because I drew a third E. I don't think I would have had a bingo here. Yeah, it would have been oh, no, I would have had a bingo here. Oh, no, but I have teeniest. Oh, but that doesn't play. Okay, all right. A lot of thoughts going through my head. So basically, I'm paying the price now for my previous move because if you take this E and change this into an O, I would have had a bingo through this N of Teosinte, actually. I would have had this. No, hold on. So I would have had a really nice double bingo through here. But I guess I'm going to end up having the last laugh anyway because I am going to play Teenius through this N to bingo back on the Grandmaster Robot here. So that's nice, I guess. But yeah, that is kind of hindsight because I think the logic that I had there of playing this O instead of another E, I think it was sound. It just didn't work out for me. So you have to have that. You have to have that. Ability to separate the outcome from the process that you used to get there. So I think I'm okay with my choice there. All right, let's see. Computer plays hoydens for 56. And a hoyden is a girl or woman of saucy, boisterous, or carefree behavior. Wow, that is a wonderful definition. We love to meet lots of hoydens out there, don't we, gang? Sorry, big fan of Will in the chat. You are my number one hoyden, big fan of Will. All right, let's see. What are we going to do here? She is there. That's, I don't know. I'm not sure what Twitch etiquette is, but that's my wife, Allison. Thank you very much, honey, for watching. I'll see you very soon, in fact, I assume. All right, so let's see. I am going to try to score with some of these heavy tiles. I guess I could play something like Garth here. That there must be something better than this. 27 uses my only vowel. I could play something like this or hag. Maybe that's better just because I keep this vowel that I really do want to hang on to if at all possible. I could play something here, of course. I could play Da. Homage to one of my favorite streamers, international chess master Eric Rosen. Maybe I'll do that. These are all very close. Do I have some play? I could, if I really want to get rid of my H and my V, I could play something like Haver here. I don't think that's correct. It doesn't score enough points, and it still gives a lot of points back to the bot. What to do here? I really do want to use up my V. What is the biggest Scrabble mistake you have ever made? Oh, man, I could probably show you So there is a website. Let me just hold on. I'll show you something interesting. And there's like a huge repository for years and years and years now. Whenever I play in an over the board Scrabble tournament, I use game analysis software to analyze my games. So basically, there is a massive repository located here of all of the games that I've ever played over the board. And I'm not saying that you have to go to this link and look at each and every game. You shouldn't do that. But basically, you could just pick random games I've played and you can see my thought process on my moves, and I post all of these, and I feel like it would be a fun resource for interested players. But there are many, many mistakes that I and everyone else that ever plays Scrabble have made. And I can think of some that are absolutely amazing in my history. I just remember, oh man, there was one game that I still get upset about when I think about, and it was a game where basically I made a play. I wonder if it's on here. Let me just um yeah, I think it's here actually. Yes, it is here. So I played this game. I played this game where I made a play, or my opponent made a play of puck and didn't remember the word pucka or something like that. So they played puck one space away from a triple word score and didn't realize that pucka was also a word. And I played something with that, and then I drew the X, and I made an X setup, and my opponent made a play that surprised me. And all I had to do to win the game was just play my X where I set it up. But I got so rattled by my opponent's play that I played something different, and I ended up losing by like 1 or 2 points. And I calculated afterwards that simply playing the original play that I had thought of playing would have easily won me the game. And it just drove me nuts. It just made me so sad. So that's not my finest story. I'm sure there's a better story out there for my play that my biggest Scrabble error. But yeah, it's not a fun realization for sure. But I'm sure I have more theatrical mistakes that I've made at some point. I'm pretty positive of that. So I'll think about that. Maybe that can be a video that I do at some point, breaking down my. Oh, I got a challenge. I got a challenge from someone. Mighty R. Okay, that's great that I was successfully able to receive a challenge. I'm tempted to well, now I just got bingoed on, so that's not good. Do I have a bingo through the R, or through the O, I should say? I would love to play an actual human being, so let me just speed through the rest of this game. I'll play Dural or something. I might have missed a bingo here. I have avocados if it stays open on my next turn. Let's hope. Do I have anything else? I bet it will stay open. It's going to be hard to block this effectively. So we'll see. Yes, okay. Now I get to play avocados, and we hope for the best out of the tile bag. Oh, man, look at that. Drew a blank again. So I've had some good luck with that today. The score is a perfect tie. This game is tied at 418. So, I don't know. Oh man, this J is kind of scary. I could get hit with a big J play here. Okay, that was pretty bad. The tile bag is empty. This is going to be tough, but maybe I have some huge scoring play here. Yen. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I might not have this one even with my blank, unless I'm able to find a bingo somewhere, which doesn't seem terribly likely. All right, let's just think about this for a moment. Do I have any way of bingoing or otherwise stealing this game from the computer? I feel like it's definitely, if I'm going to do it, it would be something like Yeti, but OT. Something like that is almost required for me here, but I don't think I have anything that fits there. Ventrally, oh man, yeah, that would be so nice. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that's in the cards for me in this game, unfortunately. All right, I think this is probably not my game to win, given that I'm trailing by 40 points here. That is just so much to make up, and I don't believe I have a bingo available to me, and the bag is empty, so I can't go for another one. So I'm just going to assume that I'm very unlikely to have a winning sequence here, and let's just play like, I don't know, tray. No, that's not very good. Must be something better than that. Entry, setting up nothing. This is kind of nice, actually. That scores 31. Let's see what the computer does here. It's kind of close. The computer is going to play... Oh, the computer is going to play something here, I bet. Is there some big play down here? Maybe not. Let's see. I think I'm definitely losing this game, but let's just see how close it gets as we wait for the Grandmaster computer to finish me off. Yeah, 28. That should be more than enough. So I am going to need... So I'm trailing by 37. I'm going to be getting 8 points. So I need 29 points here with these letters. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's in... That seems too much. Maybe I have some crazy overlap. Something with the J. If this was a word, I would be right on the cusp. I don't think I have anything, though. So in the interest of playing one more game against an actual human... Oh, wait. Is it... Wait, it's saying it was a tie? Hold on. Did I miscalculate something? It's saying that the game was a 478 to 478 tie. Something seems off here. Something seems off here. Oh no, my game invite disappeared. Whoever sent me a game invite, send me another one and I'll play. Was that extra typo? Oh, it's a shame. It'd be nice to play one actual viewer challenge here. It is almost to the end of the stream time. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm accepting. Yes. Okay, an actual game. This is a game with Mighty R. Thank you very much, Mighty R, for the challenge. Okay, so now we're actually playing what I assume is a flesh and blood human being, which is very exciting. And it is English US, so I can't play this word, which is a valid word, I believe, in the International Dictionary. So maybe I'm supposed to just play this. I have 3 A's. That's obviously my prime objective. Aha, I guess, is another idea. It's all very close plays. I'll play this. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it was my opponent's turn. Okay, I didn't realize that. Oops. Okay, it was my opponent's turn all along. So all my deliberations for naught, and jive is played. I have no hooks for jive here. Jive takes an R, jiver, jived, jivey, jives, all of that stuff. None of it is available to me. So this is kind of tough situation, actually. Not sure how to get my points. Maybe I just do this. 15. Ugh. What if I play Japan? 15 as well, and it opens a triple. Ooh. Maybe I just play... Maybe I play this. These are very, very uninspiring plays, but I'll just go ahead and do this because it's maybe my opponent doesn't know this, and I do. It's a little bit harder to hit this triple off of this, and I can definitely expect a jived play to come down that I don't have, which would leave me the option of playing something here. All right, we're just gonna go for this. Oh. Not the best. Not the best here. What do I have? I'm almost certain to have to... Okay, there goes Rake, which also has the double benefit of blocking off my play here pretty effectively, but I should be able to do something here. This would be a great play in the International Dictionary. Oop, that's not how it's spelled. This is how it's spelled. This would be a really nice play, but I can't play it. Maybe just 33. No, I really... No, I would definitely play this instead, for sure. I would want to use my W over the H. Do I have a play here? Oh, man, that other play I said would be even better here. 49. Okay, let's not lament plays that I actually don't have available. Let's try to make a good play that I do have available. Oh, Raki as well. Let's think about this. I have this as a hook. Oh, that's also... Oh, right, I can't do that. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. This seems reasonable. Yeah, yeah. Is this you, Extra Typo, by the way? Are you Mighty R? Or is this somebody else? I'm just curious. It will help me to know that it's you. All right, it's not you. Well, okay, cool. Well, I appreciate this game request, whoever sent it to me. Thank you very much. Yeah, and I do apologize to everyone else. There are several other people that have sent me some game requests and they did not go through. So that's on us, not you. And I apologize for that. So, all right, let's see. I've got good scoring tiles again. I should probably have some, like, something that went all the way down would be kind of nice. Maybe I don't have a play like that. Something starting with a vowel that went down here. Ooh, org, okay. Do I have some orgy play? Remember, we're just playing Scrabble here. Just playing Scrabble here. Not propositioning anyone. Let me just see. I'm sure there must be something. Coy, uncoy. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just supposed to... The problem is the Y, as we all know, loves to be the last letter of a word. It really, really loves to be the last letter of a word, and that is not... I need it to be not the last letter if I want to get a bunch of points here. Oop, I got a chat. How do you do the challenge mode? That is when sending a request, there's a drop down box that is set to word validation by default. You can set it to word challenge to do challenges. I think anyway. Oops, I didn't mean to mute chat. All right. Given that I don't have a play that goes down here, I don't think. Starts with something starting with an E, an O, or a U would all play down here, but I don't think I have anything. Let's just play Cohune and leave my Y. That's not a normal play, but it gets a little bit better with the orgy spot. Okay. I could do, wow, this would be kind of fun if I'm able to play this on my next turn. I bet I have something better, but that's kind of a cool, maybe there's something ending in Y. Or something through the C. I mean, this would certainly be nice if I'm able to find something through the C. Or the P. But at least I have one thing that I can see through the O. So we'll see if I'm able to get that down or whether I need to come up with something else. I'm just looking. I feel like with this rack, the blank obviously oh, well, there it is. Blocking my beautiful O, which I needed to stay open. So now I need to come up with something else. Does using a vertical mouse make you a verti? Yeah, as you can see, everybody, I have that. I have this mouse that I hold like this. This is how I hold my gaming mouse. That's just for repetitive stress issues that I've had in the past. So yeah, maybe that does. Maybe that means I am a verti after all. Wow, that's I never imagined it. I never imagined that would be the case. I'm a verti. I have to. That's a major self-realization that I have. Yeah, so a verti in Scrabble, as we, if you're wondering what are we talking about, it's just somebody that opens vertically. Like you normally would see the first move of the game be a horizontal move. Some of us like to open vertically just because it gives you a little bit of a different look to your opponent. If you get used to it and your opponent is not used to it, you can, some people believe that you can maybe make a mistake. You can induce your opponent to make a mistake that they might not normally. So goes the logic. All right. My letters are very good for bingoing, except for like G-O-Y. So maybe if I can play Yogi, or I mean, dare I even just play something like this? That's too crazy. I think that's a little too crazy, especially when I have, safer options available. Even something like this would be safer. 19 would be far, far, far safer. I bet there's some other spot to play. No, probably not there. Oh, what can I do that's like something ong? Do I have some crazy ing word here or something? Boiling. Yeah, I don't have anything in there, I don't think. But it's fun to think. Maybe I might have something cool in there. I don't think I do. Okay, no, nothing there. Do I really not have a 7-letter word? I feel like I must. Oh, I just cracked my neck there. For whatever reason, I'm not seeing a 7. It might be here. I'm just not seeing it. So, all right. In the interest of time, I got to make a play. So this is just totally nutty. I really can't get behind that as an option. So I'm going to just go ahead and play this. This is like a safer version of that. I get rid of my 2 weakest tiles, and I try for some other spot to hit here. Wow, I'm close to something here. I have a bingo with an S of sleight of hand. Problem is that doesn't really fit anywhere. Maybe I have something. Slight. Okay, well now I have a place to play slight and orgs. So a couple different orgs were played here. Oh, I could play like relight or something like that now with glug if I want to. Maybe that's okay. Or delight. Let's play no, well, what's better? Delight or relight? The D can accept every vowel but a U. The R doesn't accept an I, so maybe that's safer. What I mean by accept is like, what are the letters that can go here? And much as many of us try to play the word IR, I definitely have played that inadvertently before. It is not a word, so I'm just going to go ahead and play relight and continue on. All right. So, yeah. Oh, Extra Typo says slight probably safest. Yeah. Why? You know what? Slight is really safe. It's really hard to underlap, and it hits the H in the good spot. Oh, same spot? Oh, I thought you wanted slight here. But what do you think? I think slight is really safe here and scores pretty well too. Maybe that's even the safest. Yeah, this play has a major problem of it's pretty easy to, so a lot of 5-letter words have the cadence of consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, right? So especially words that end in, T, E, S or something like that, or something with a D, which this isn't the word here, but stuff like that. Those consonant, vowel, consonant alternating words or longer can hit this spot tremendously hard. So maybe it was a mistake to make that spot, but that's okay. I mean, I scored 80 points. Can't be too bad, except when you have a similar scoring play somewhere else. So for me, I don't think the only letter that really fits here is this T, so I'm going to struggle to play there. So, okay, the exact sort of play that I was a little bit worried about did come to pass. It scored 35. It's a pretty fair number of points there. Okay, so back to me. Do I have a play here? I don't know. I don't think so. Do I have some bingo somewhere? Do I have a cool play through this? Like itty bitty. Itty bitty would be great to play this, but it is not valid, so I'm going to have to come up with something else. Now this is even more tempting, but this is still like the hooks to YO that are still available include 3 Ds, 2 N's, and 2 U's. Actually, that's not that many. That's not that many things, actually. And I have a D and an N. This is very tempting. This is very, very tempting. Just looking at these letters, it's not that scary. I probably should do something like this, frankly. If there's some like hottie with 1 T, something like that is probably called for here. Maybe even just this Y, just playing the Y by itself might be a better idea. Actually, playing the Y here has a nice effect of keeping these nice letters. I can draw a bunch of bingos. If I get one of the I's, I can play addition here, and probably not have it be blocked. There's not that many other things, though. Intoned. This isn't actually that good of a leaf. Getting rid of the O probably does help a lot here. Extra Typo says, don't be scared. Okay, why not? Let's not be scared. Let's go ahead. All right, so I just created a huge opening with a lead. This is not something that I would typically do. This is a little bit of a content play just because we want to see and get a good content game here. I would have this, but that's very obviously this spot is. Oh, would you look at that? So oiliest is the play, just as a natural bingo, and now I'm probably thankful. That I've created this spot. Do I have some better play that's like? I don't think so. I mean, this looks pretty good to me. Scores 54. And now I'm winning again. So that ended up working. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I didn't even look at the new spot. I'm sure I had something better here. Wait a second. What did I have there? I played Minx leaving Ted. Okay, I'm very lucky that I didn't have a bigger play in this spot. I literally did not even look there. I did not even look. So I'm fortunate. Yeah, this positioning of Minx is probably a decent play, but only by luck because I didn't look in this spot for a huge X play that would go up all the way. As Extra Typo says, index in Collins would be a great play with this 2-letter word here, but unfortunately, not available here. Thanks. Nice bingos. Good bingo. Not sure who this is. If this is a tournament player or not. I just told my opponent here, good bingo for getting oiliest. Which if this is like a tournament player, they might take offense to that because in tournaments players are studying words pretty dedicatedly, and oiliest is the sort of word that you would study very soon in your journey as a tournament player. But if you are just sort of a more casual player, finding bingos is not easy to do. It definitely takes time and practice, and I would definitely congratulate anyone for getting a bingo. It's something that is really, really a huge part of your journey as a Scrabble player is to start to be able to find that. Oh yeah, indent. I was looking at plays like that all the time, but I didn't think about it there. Okay, let's see here. I could play something like this, which scores decently and blocks the board up pretty good. The problem with that is there are still other spots open, and it leaves me with no vowels. Maybe I will play... I can't really... I guess I could play deft. 29, that leaves one vowel. It opens the triple lane really kind of needlessly. I don't know. I kind of like this. This is nice and closed. I know I'm using up both of my vowels, but I really like the state of the board after this play. I'm just trying to think. Am I not considering anything? And I'm going to go ahead and play that. So hopefully that was okay. We got Extra Typo here to help keep me honest if I miss anything big. So all right. I can see my mom has texted me advice about how to be better at the game Wordle. Thank you, Mom. I'm sure my mom doesn't know about this stream. My mom is an active participant, or not participant, but viewer of my personal stream at Wanderer15. And we talked a little bit about Wordle earlier in the broadcast and just being generally, anytime a word game comes along that sort of captures the imagination of sort of everyone. It's a great thing for Scrabble because Scrabble is kind of the grandfather of all word games. And just the most, to my mind, the most classic, the most timeless, the word game that is going to be here when all the fads have come and gone, when Wordle inevitably becomes less of a craze. Scrabble will still be here, ready with open arms for anybody wanting to get their word game fix. And Wordle's been around for a few months, and Scrabble has been around for getting up towards 100 years. And there is something so magical about this game. And I love that Wordle is so popular, and I do think it's a great little game on its own right. But to the extent that it'll cause more people to, again, be that kind of gateway from a more casual word game to other word games like this. I love it. I love it. I think it's a great, sort of a great development. And a couple, as I mentioned, a couple other games lately that are giving me optimism in that regard as well. Okay, Etic at the bottom. This is still kind of scary. There's this line. There's the emo's hook. There's a lot of things that I have to worry about, but at least I'm winning by enough that I can probably do something like this, score pretty nicely, and be able to withstand most bingos here. A bingo here would be kind of bad. A bingo here is going to give me triples to counter on. So I'm not as scared of that. So let me just make sure the Q words with no U are so important. I see my time is ticking a little bit low. I'm kind of tempted to do something like this too, for 25, but I think it's okay to take a few extra points here. 27, and it really isn't that many more. I don't know. Maybe it's worth doing this. Whatever. It's super close. I think I would like to play I'm getting 2 points and one more pick, one more tile. I would love for that tile, that extra tile, to become an S or a blank or a Z, and there is the Z. So I'm happy to see the Z. Not that there's a great place for the Z right now, but it just means there's another big threat of a tile that I don't have to worry about my opponent having. So that's nice. Do I have any kind of play here? No, I don't. Oh, wow. Literally right as I did that, my opponent played in that very spot. I can see my time is pretty low. I think I'm going to take the opportunity now to play something like this and block off both of the bingo threats. It's going to be really, really tough to get an A bingo down here. So I think this is a decent play. I guess I could play, you know what I could play? I could play Vodun instead if I really want to keep that Z for later. And I can't even draw another I to duplicate this. This is tempting. Very, very tempting. Yeah, you know what? Oh, man, it's a lot less points, though. I'm very confused about this one. I'm going to play this. That was a weird choice, but I feel like this is very final in terms of, like, it's going to be hard to make a play here that does an S setup. It's not impossible that you would see an S setup here, but I should be able to do something to block it relatively easily, something that doesn't hook. I don't have a lot of time to think about it. It's the only problem. So we'll see. Putting my opponent to the test here, see what they come up with. But yeah, this will be the final game of the stream. Again, I do apologize to anyone sending challenges that did not go through. Obviously, still a little more polish to do on our end with the matchmaking flow. Ooh, there we go. Trave. Okay. So that's interesting. That creates a nice big spot here. I don't have a great way to deal with it. I guess it's going to be pretty hard to beat this. It's going to require this unseen set of tiles is pretty bad. He could have sub-solar. He could have sub-solar to the R, but other than that, I'm probably winning after this. Let's just see. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so I think there's an issue with the blank. So one of my opponent's tiles is the blank. So I might be losing here. Something ending in R. I bet there's something, right? BA. So for whatever reason, the blank, I think that's a known bug as well. But boy, I bet there's something. Tibialis, no. Have I somehow dodged all the bullets here? Probably not. There must be something. Oh, Sableist. Does that fit? Where does that fit? It almost fits here. Sableist. Oh, I see where it fits. Yeah. Okay. So I will lose to that play, I think, right? Well, what's the score? I think this time penalty has already been assessed, or is it going to be assessed after? Either way, I think I'm going to lose. Oh, it's a tie. Okay, well, we'll find out. Either way, that's a pretty cool finish. For some reason I went totally blind to this spot down here. I wasn't thinking about it at all. I wasn't thinking about it. I think I'm going to get hit with a -10 after. So, I think if that word gets spotted, then I will lose this game, and congrats to my opponent. Either way, good game to finish the stream. So we'll sit and wait and just see what happens. But this is very tantalizing. There is a blank that's not being reflected in the unseen pool. So my opponent has ABELSS blank, which there is a lot to consider with that. You maybe could somehow fit a word right here with vowels. You could play through the P, the R, the I. You could fit something with overlaps down here. You could play something from the F. And finally, play something with one of your S's here. That's probably the easiest spot, would be to play something here. Oh, wait, Sableist. Why would you need Sableist when you could play Stables? Hold on, my opponent. Opponent says I have to have something, just can't find it. So, yeah. F1. Oh, yeah. That's true. Yeah, there could be stuff. Yeah, there would be stuff here. So I think I wonder what I'm supposed to do on the what do I do on the prized turn? Just lose most of the time? Okay, my opponent has Stables. My opponent says he sees Stables. Think that gets me. Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. Not even close. Yeah, not even close. Nicely done. GG. Okay. Yes. Okay, so good game to my opponent there. All right, that's going to do it. Mostly played bots, but we had one game against a human and I lost. So thank you very much, Joshua. Appreciate that positive vibes. I'm sending those vibes right back at you. Appreciating the good word from JMC and the attempts to play. I'm really sorry that obviously we will fix the issue that the challenges are not coming through quite as seamlessly as they should. And if anybody else was watching and lurking out there, appreciate you all as well. This is just the beginning of this Twitch channel. As you can see, we got the yeah, wow, what has happened here with the time? Oh, it's not assessing the tiles correctly? I don't know. Weird. I think it's... Oh. The tiles are... Okay, so the logic of the tiles is still... Yeah, it might be... No, I don't think it's doubling. I think it's... Is it? I think it's doing that classic board game thing where instead of one person getting double, it's giving the points to one person and subtracting from the other, which is definitely something that in tournament play, we don't do. We give double the value of the unseen points. So, but also there's one. Yeah. Anyway, this is another thing to add to the backlog. Yes. Okay. Oh, interesting. All right, that's going to be something to test, Josh. We'll have to test that. So, anyway, just wanting to finish off my thank yous. Definitely some bugs to squash here, but really, really excited for this weekend. Again, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, the half day. Crescent City Cup, one of the most prestigious live tournaments on the North American circuit. We will have live coverage on this channel all weekend and Monday, brought to you by myself and fellow former national champion Conrad Bassett-Bouchard. Brought to you by the Crescent City Cup organizing team, producer Christian K. It should be amazing. It should be a lot of fun. So we'll be back live on Saturday. And until then, thank you once again, everybody, for the games, hanging out, chatting, and we'll do it again soon. All right, have a good rest of your day, everybody.